Well, what's going on YouTube? It's H Dynasty Boss bringing you another video here. We got grading the 2024 rookie quarterbacks according to yours truly. Tomorrow or today's draft day. We got a couple hours until the draft happens. So I want to go over the grades here I have for these prospects. Let's get it.
It's showtime, folks. It's showtime.
All right, to give you some background here on the rookie prospect grades that I do, so you can look at last year's video as an example of how I use some of these gradings. I changed it a little bit this year to adjust for some of those guys that don't really fit in the mold, of elite. So I made elite light. I even thought about doing a generational like light version too as well, but don't think I'm gonna do that yet. Maybe I'll have to wait another year. Maybe next year I'll end up changing it. But for example, for like the generational ones, one would be Trevor Lawrence, Caleb Williams, and maybe Joe Burrow. Elite would be Bryce Young, CJ Stroud. I spoiler alert on some other guys here. Elite light would be, for example, maybe Trey Lance back then. Anthony Richardson I liked as well last year. I think Justin Herbert would fit in that camp. And great to good, those guys would fit Will Levis, maybe Kenny Pickett, Jordan Love, Mac Jones. All those are examples of guys that are great or good. So let's take a look here. So Caleb Williams, he's him. He's a guy. Despite what everybody's been talking about and hating him, I still really like the guy here, man. Let's take a look here at some of his film. I think he's one of the best guys in the pocket and outside the pocket. He is the guy that you want. He checks pretty much all the boxes that you look for a franchise quarterback. Some of the issues I have with him, are the decision making just a little bit. His reads on read options. He's got to clean up the fumbles. So that's a problem he's got to fix. And I don't want him playing hero ball all the time. He's going to have to learn how to take what the defense gives him and deal with it when he gets to the next level here. He's in a great situation with Chicago Bears. If he gets drafted to the Bears, it'd be good. I really like Caleb Williams. He's him. I would draft him above Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, Anthony Richardson last year. I'd take him ahead of Fields, Tua, Herbert. I think he's right there with Trevor Lawrence. You could even argue that he's probably better than Trevor Lawrence as a prospect. You could argue that. I'm not doing that, but you definitely can. I can definitely see it. He's got more ceiling. He's got insane upside. He's the guy that can actually rival Mahomes. And if you want to take a shot at a quarterback, once you get to the playoffs and you need a quarterback to take you over the hump to beat a guy like Patrick Mahomes, go with Caleb Williams. All right, next guy we got on here is Drake May. So Drake May, he fits in the mold of Stroud, Bryce Young. You could argue Fields and Tua. Could even argue Richardson as well and Justin Herbert. Drake May, a lot of people have been really dunking on him recently. He's fallen a lot in people's rankings. Not really mine. I've been more vocal about Drake May and liking him, but I have mentioned that he has those inconsistencies, those sloppy throwing mechanics. But these dude's got insane arm talent. He's athletic. He's big. He's got the prototypical size. He's got good agility. He's fast. He's pretty good at reading defenses, in my opinion. He's definitely got the tools to be worth the first or second pick in the draft. I guess third pick maybe today. He's special, man. Teams definitely got to take a chance on him. I hope the Giants get him. That way Dayball can mold him and be the guy that, maybe like a Josh Allen. So my comp for him was like maybe Daniel Jones or, Justin Herbert or Joe Burrow. He could even be Josh Allen. I can see it as well. He needs help. He needs to sit for a year, clean up those mechanics. But man, he's awesome. All right, let's get to our next guy, Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels is probably projected to go number 2 today. Daniels fits in the mold of Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, Anthony Richardson, and Lamar Jackson in terms of prospect grades. My gripe with Jaden Daniels is he's a lot like Justin Fields in that he abandons the pocket when something's not there. He doesn't really try to make a play out of structure. He just tucks and runs. And he always has a bad habit of leaving a clean pocket and not trying to make the throw. The difference between him and the guys like Williams and May, Williams and May both want to make sure they get the ball downfield. I don't necessarily think Daniels wants to do that. Daniels, I mean, he had a phenomenal year. It was right there with Joe Burrow's year. They both went to LSU, right? So they're both going to be compared. But and man, Daniels, I think he will be a solid first year. I really want him to focus on reading the defenses and improving his reads and speeding them up. I don't want him to see it then throw it. I want him to immediately go to the throw before it happens. So I know we got an Alabama game here. I mean, he's got arm strength, man. Easy throws. The dude's athletic, freak athlete. Here we have Daniels here. A nice throw to the outside. Some of the issues I had with him were also I feel like he lacks arm strength or ability to zip the ball more. Sometimes I felt like his throws were underthrown and he could throw the ball further and more, but he just didn't. So I thought that was kind of interesting. All right, moving on to our next guy here. We got JJ McCarthy. Looking at JJ McCarthy, everybody, he says he's going to go round 1. He's the guy. Everybody has first round grades on him. I actually don't. I think he fits in the mold with Will Levis, Kenny Pickett, and even Jordan Love to some extent. I mean, Jordan Love obviously went round 1, but he needed time to sit. I actually think JJ McCarthy needs time to sit as well. Some of the issues I had with him was he's erratic, misses open reads, he has weird throwing mechanics, flat balls, bad ball placement, and average anticipation. The anticipation was the biggest concern I have for him, especially going to the next level. I said he has a see it and throw it approach, and personally, I think he'll go, maybe top 12, right? Because it's just the quarterback scarcity in the league right now. Everybody needs a QB. Definitely could see Minnesota moving up and getting him. Go check out the tape. Check out the TCU game, Maryland, Michigan State games, even the championship game. There are some times that he was forced to make decisions and he just didn't do them. Anticipation, a guy would be open and he'd be late to it, time through it. It'd be a pick. So I don't actually have a first round grade on JJ McCarthy. I have a second round grade on him. Same thing I have with Levis. Same thing with Kenny Pickett, Jordan Love, and even Drew Lock. So let's take a look here at our next guys here. So I mentioned Bo Nix and Michael Penix Jr. Both guys I have as well as second round grades. They're a tier below JJ McCarthy because I think McCarthy definitely has the tools to be better, but he's not a franchise quarterback. I don't think Bo Nix or Michael Penix are also franchise quarterbacks. I think they're both QB2s with upside. So you can take a look like at Sam Howell. I think Sam Howell will be like a good comparison to Bo Nix. Maybe Sam Howell with maybe less interceptions. But they're kind of the same player. They definitely need time to adjust before they can just come in and take over a franchise. Michael Penix, basically the same thing. Same issues I have with him. So I do with Nix and McCarthy. So moving on to our tier 5 guys. So we got Rattler, Pratt, Leary, Joe Milton, and Jordan Travis. So Spencer Rattler would be like in the Kenny Pickett type mold in terms of skill set. Pratt, I actually like Pratt. I think he can be a serviceable quarterback 2, maybe like an Aiden O'Connell type guy, can just run the offense and then wait till the starter comes back. Devin Leary is another guy I like. He's out of Kentucky. He's pretty good at the Shrine Bowl. Joe Milton, I'm seeing a team take a shot on him just because of the tools. Jordan Travis, I have no idea. I have concerns about him. Sam Hartman, I really like Sam Hartman's character. He seems like a good dude. I feel like he's more of a quarterback 3. Carter Bradley out of Alabama, the Jaguars. I think he's pretty good to use at the Senior Bowl. Again, these are all guys that could be serviceable quarterback 2s, quarterback 3s. I think Austin Reed from Western Kentucky can be, this year's Tyson Bagent. So last year's, we said it right. Last year's guy for me that could go undrafted but still start was Bagent. I think he's going to be like Brock Purdy and be quarterback 3 with QB2 upside. Bagent even started and won a couple games for the Bears last year. I think Austin Reed is somebody that somebody should look into, and more people should talk about him because I think he becomes serviceable quarterback too. If I was a GM, I would definitely pick him, but I think he goes undrafted. I think he has an undrafted grade. I'd pick him up in round 7. I think maybe somebody takes him round 7, but diamond in the rough. I like him a lot. So let's take a look here at Devin Leary's some of his
Chunk plays.
There's some of Devin Leary's highlights here. He's got arm strength, man. He's a traditional pocket passer, pretty generic. I think he's got good, decent athleticism. He's not super fast, but he's got some kind of wheels. He just come in, run the offense, pro style offense, out of Kentucky. Good, decent arm strength. And even, here.
Johnson, no, he escaped into the end zone.
He's got some elusivity there. He's pretty nice, man. I think Dallas could pick him up around 5, around 6. Be a solid pick there. Yeah, that's it for this one. I got the next couple ones running back, wide receiver, and tight end coming up. I'm gonna drop all these in a series here for the NFL draft. Get them all out. So like this video, comment, share, subscribe. We're excited to see you get drafted tonight and this weekend. Follow me on Twitter at Dynasty Buffs and join our Discord. I'll put the link in the descriptions down below. Feel free to shoot me anything, and even join us tonight on our stream if you see this video beforehand. We're going to be streaming the 2024 NFL Draft and our reactions to it. With that being said, thanks for joining on this episode of Quarterbacks 2024 and the grades.